Hello and welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel.
And
we're here with Riley, the child of, what is it, 2014. She's the
she's a New Year baby.
New Year baby. Say hi. Give a kiss.
She doesn't do that. Anyway,
Give a kiss.
Thanks for joining us. This is our last show of 2013.
I'm sure you're all wishing it was the last show ever. But we don't know.
No.
But if we get it to the next year, we'll do that too.
Time marches on, and we'll be here at the same time next week, which will be next year.
Hey, look who's the baby there.
And
who's the baby? Baby.
She represents the famous image of the old man time and the New Year's baby.
Yes.
We're the old man from like the Saturday Evening Post.
Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Now we know. Oh, did I do that on the wrong side? Here, let's put this on the other side so that you can dress fashionably. Oh, it's more fun having a kid. Look. 2014, there she is. Oh, now you can, put your arm over there. Look at you.
Oh, she got her close up.
Say hi. Give a kiss. Baby 2014. This is the face of next year.
The face of a new generation.
Oh. Oh. Wow, look how big that face. I don't think she recognizes herself. Do you?
Well, she knows you're not supposed to look into the camera. She knows that already.
No, you can look into the camera. There, it's over there. Oh, there's Mama.
Well, anyway, she's one half of the famous image of old man time and New Year baby.
Daughter,
I guess that's what you call it, New
of
Year
Rachel
baby.
Courier, as people know her here. Granddaughter of Karen and Michael Courier. So there you are. Their baby, right here. Two babies in the Saturday Evening Post. What is that? Oh, that's Old Man Time and the Young Baby.
Yes.
And there's a baby.
That's a New Year's Eve baby.
Okay. I think we passed the child over to
New Year's Mama.
And dance.
And go ahead and take her.
I'll let her walk. I'm going to let her go, okay? No. Thank you.
And off she goes.
See you. Looking. Oh, you can watch a show in his room. No, that way.
No. She has to go by that way.
She has to go by
There's
that
no
way.
other way.
There is. You could do
no,
that.
there's wires.
No, let's be all right.
That's why she was.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Riley.
Okay. So
we're here.
Time marches on.
Yes, and
even a double talk.
New things are happening. Happy New Year, 2014.
It's been a good year.
Well,
hasn't it?
People could say that. It hasn't been a bad year. You know, the stock market is up. There goes.
It beats the alternative.
The new year. Yes. What's not
a bad
living?
year?
Not living.
An even worse year.
Obamacare had little iffy things.
Well, of course, every year has its problems.
Hi.
And this year was no exception.
And did you have any problems?
Well, yeah, I had plenty of problems, but I'm not going to go into them here, Michael.
Oh, that's true. Did you have any successes? You did an entire year of shows, for golly's
I
sake.
did, didn't I?
How else? Who else in this town has done that except for the other shows on this?
Except for the other shows for the previous 4 years.
Yes. Oh, yes,
So,
we've done 4 years.
This is our fourth year, well into our fourth year.
Yes.
In fact, next year we'll be going into our fifth year of shows.
Which kind of means, God, we did over 200 shows.
And well
200, packed full of information. And
more than that, 500 shows for me, 500 shows.
That's enough.
That's enough?
No, it's enough for this year. We'll start again.
It's our contribution to
we
community.
like doing new things, right? We like New Year's. We like the old year. You know, it's a good old year. We like new things. There is a new pizza place named after something new.
New York.
New York Pizza. And we just got some pizzas in from that place, and we're going to try them out.
That's how we sample it. You know,
Yes.
we like to sample things on this show.
Yes, we're going to sample it.
Don't mind if I
We
do.
usually do booze, but we'll make an exception. It's a little colder than we expect. What are you doing? Oh, you want a piece? Here. The mysterious hand. You're like the Soupy Sales dog. Well, how is it? There's a...
I like the crust. Of course, this pizza has nothing but cheese on it.
Looks
and
New
sauce.
Yorky, but you know, a true New York
It's a good
pizza.
slice.
You can go like this,
Bend it
and
like this
it
and-
drips oil for weeks. This is how I got acne when I lived in New York.
Acne?
Eating pizza. That's how you do it. It's not bad. It'd probably be better warm.
Mm-hmm. It'd be better with toppings too.
Like better than Little Caesars? Well, it doesn't cost. How much is Little Caesars pizza? Like $7, $5?
You can have all you can eat lunch buffet at Little Caesars for like $5.
Is it Little Caesars or CC's buffet?
CC's buffet. That's
CC's
it.
buffet. One of the controversies. This is from New York Pizza, which is in the Arroyo Plaza. Further up the street, up Lowman, is Mesilla Valley Pizza, which is MVP. This is NYP, and a very important critic from Las Cruces, Bob Libby, thinks that it's going to be a territorial problem because one is NYP, the other is MVP, and they're using the same kind of sign, and people confuse it. You know, New York pizza actually has a reputation, just like Chicago pizza, Neapolitan pizza, pizza from Vado.
Well, you know, they say the New York pizza, the dough is very good because they attribute the water. New York has very good water.
The same as the bagels.
Right, and the bagels. And so they attribute the water to the quality of the pizza dough, pizza crust. And it's very good. And it's also one of the few pizza places in town where you can get it by the slice. Zaffiro's on University will give it to you by the slice.
And that sort of is like a New York type pizza also. These are from their 14-inch, and I guess the slices come from, they have 22-inch pizzas.
Do they have a brick oven there?
They have a brick oven?
I think they do.
So. I don't know. I didn't say.
I thought in the article I read
Doesn't really matter.
that they did.
Doesn't matter?
A brick oven gets it up to a higher heat and retains the heat better than a
Zaffiro's
plain oven.
in downtown area has a brick oven.
They do?
And they have it to such a high heat that their pizzas are like done in 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
These are good. I mean, it's juicy.
Which is why you can't get a pizza to go at Zaffiro's.
I can't wait till our break when we finish off the rest of the pie. But we'll put this aside. Although it's really tempting to continue to eat those pizzas. Well,
it's not polite to talk with your mouth full of food.
Yes.
As our mothers taught
We don't
us.
care. If you're watching this, you're used to us not being polite. So that's pretty good for us.
So based on this pizza, I have to give it good marks.
Yes, a few pizzas in the mouth.
They were at 2001 East Lowman in Arroyo Plaza, like you said.
Was that? You know what? Remember the cookie place that used? No,
Yeah.
It was the cupcake place that used to be in the same mall, but I think it's in a different location. It's closer to Subway.
It's right, kind of in the middle area, mid area. You can still get cupcakes in that plaza if you go to the if you go to the florist.
The florist.
The florist has a cupcake counter.
That cupcake thing, we were very excited about that. Total fiasco. How often do you eat cupcakes? You know, it's like people doing these specialty things. Like you always wonder about the olive oil store in Mesilla. You know that it's got how much olive oil can you use?
Especially expensive, overpriced olive oil.
Well, overpriced.
Gourmet olive oil.
It's not overpriced. It's gourmet, so it's expensive and it's worth it. And if you follow all the magazines about olive oil, which I'm sure you subscribe to.
Olive Oil Weekly.
Yeah, I get the Popeye Weekly, but you might get the Olive Oil Weekly.
And
olive oil can be expensive and also very, very good.
It's good for you, too.
You can also get balsamic vinegar. You know, 50-year-old balsamic vinegar is incredibly delicious and quite a delicacy.
You know, the top.
But who could wait that long?
Some of the best balsamic vinegars, people just drink it like a shot of whiskey.
It's that good.
It's that good.
And remember, balsamic vinegar and olive oil comes from the same place they make wine.
It's a wine growing region, sure. So they could grow it here. Why don't they grow olives here, Michael?
I think olives take more water. I don't know. It's
Well,
a tree. It's a big tree. We already spent enough water on these pecan trees. Pecans are down to like $1.70 last year a pound.
They're still harvesting the pecans because the fields were too wet at harvest time from the rains. Maybe they should grow fields of balsamic
vinegar. Yes, then there'll be a little,
because vinegar
acidity.
Doesn't have
There'll
water.
Be acidity. Yes, balsamic vinegar is what you get when your grape crop doesn't make it as far as wine. I suppose.
So we'd have an acidity capacity.
That was good.
Write
that ahead of time.
I just thought of it.
So, the child that just left worked for, 3 minutes? 5 minutes? I think according to child labor laws, every 5 minutes you have to be nursed for another 5 minutes.
Nursed?
Yes. You need to be nursed for
I
another 5 minutes.
have that in my contract,
It's
frankly.
in my contract, too.
Yeah.
But we don't like to nurse each other, so...
That's why in movies they try to use twins or triplets if they can. because they look the same. They switch them out. Nobody can tell
Most
the difference.
babies look the same. That baby who we had here, anybody with giant red cheeks,
It looks just like itself.
would look like it.
Michael keeps trying to look like me, but he'll never pull it off, folks. You know, it's been tried.
Baby would look like you if you shaved.
I just had a shave today, and I want to thank the folks over at
Oh.
Max Designs. Happy New Year to them.
Oh, glad you thought about
Richard
that.
shaves me. He's a fine barber and an artiste in his own right. I want to say hello to Ramon, who's the boss there, and he's an artist in his own right too, as is Elizabeth, who does my hair, and Christy, who's a wonderful masseuse. So all the fine people over there on Lohman Avenue at Max Designs for VIPs. Happy New Year, and thanks for all the hard work you've done on me.
We filled at the end of the year with our kudos. I don't blame my hair on anybody except myself, so nobody has to. That's how,
No one gets the blame for yours.
nobody gets
huh?
the blame for mine, so it
But
still
what-
curls up.
Supercuts won't take the blame?
If you go, they did do that, but I'm the one who fashions it on a daily basis. If you go to American Hustle,
Oh, you mean the movie?
yes,
Yes.
Bradley Cooper does his hair. Well, I should.
It takes place in the 70s, so it's all the
Yes,
70 hairstyles.
everybody's in rollers, even Bradley Cooper. It's a riot.
To make his hair curly.
Yes.
You and I don't have that problem.
No, we don't.
We have natural curl
we
going
are.
on.
It must
In fact,
be.
mine's kind of straightened out. Today the barber chair got kind of straightened out, but it'll eventually curl up, and I've had it curly here.
It's all the pizza we eat.
It'll-
That's what it is.
When I was a child, I was told if you eat the skin of a baked potato, it'd make your hair curly. That's what my uncle
Ooh,
said.
and it's healthy. Too.
I guess it worked.
So anyway, well, let's move on to, well, I mentioned movies. Fountain Theater this last week is showing, what is that?
Kill Your Darlings.
Which is a story about when Allen Ginsberg was turned on to the hip culture.
The beat writers of the
Drugs.
Beat generation.
Allen Ginsberg should be a pretty good movie. It'll be the last movie for about a month, and they're going into renovation. I'm not quite sure. They're doing, it's an Adobe building, so they really do need a lot of interior renovation. Those of you who've been in there know that they have these murals that need repainting, and the walls are actually falling
The
down.
plaster is crumbling off. They're also going to be putting in a new HVAC system, heating and cooling. They're going to have refrigerated air for the first time ever, which in the summertime will come in very handy because it can get stifling with 100 people in there on a Saturday afternoon.
That's true, and even sometimes it gets a little too cold. But the Adobe keeps it good. We're also wondering if they're going to be getting digital camera. I don't think
You
so.
mean projector?
Yes, projector.
Right now they're showing all on film, but a time is going to come when you won't be able to run movies on film anymore.
How many of you have been there when the film broke? They have the most archaic machine. It's exciting because it's gigantic. They have these rollers, and the film comes
on a
through.
platter.
It's crazy. So you can see why it can break down easily. And digital will have it. Remember what they used to say? CDs never go bad. Records are always scratching. Tell me you never had a CD skip or jump.
Oh, they will do that too if they get dirty, or the laser reader is off or something.
Yes, or something is scratched. So I think we're ready to take a jump into our break. Is it time for our break?
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so. It's not?
And
well,
so-
it's pretty darn close.
So anyway, those of you who are fans of the Fountain Theater probably already know this. It will be closed for the month of January, starting I think January 3rd. From 3rd on, it'll be closed.
Looks like a great
For
schedule.
renovation, opening up again about February 3rd or 4th.
16th, maybe?
And
What did it
so
say there?
you got one last chance to see a movie at the Fountain Theater before it closes down for a while. And
Allen Ginsberg, famous cultural hero.
and when they open up, they're going to try and have beer and wine,
Ooh, that'd be great.
which would be nice.
They could do that because they're now owned by the people who own La Posta.
Well, they used to have beer and wine in there before.
Because we used to have
The
next
winery
door was a
next-
winery.
Same
So
roof. But the problem why they had to get rid of it,
They
because the certified people, you have to have certified,
Yeah.
and they're all volunteers.
They also
you
sort
can't
of
expect them-
misinterpreted the law by saying if you're on the same roof, you can have.
it's true.
And you can.
True, yeah.
Now we're again on the same
But you
roof.
have to be a certified dispenser.
Now we're ready for a certified drink break.
Drink break and pizza. So we'll be right back after these words.
Yes.
I'll have some more pizza, Michael.
Me too.
It's pretty good stuff.
Yes.
Welcome to La Buena Vida Women's Club, located away from the crowds but close to home. Come in throughout the day for Jazzercise, the world's dance fitness leader for nearly 40 years. Treat yourself to a relaxing massage, or unwind in the lounge area or outside on the balcony with friends. La Buena Vida Women's Club, located and designed with women in mind. For information, call Diane at 650-9721.
Hey, you, come here. Do you want to know the news? The Lost Cruises channel is now on 7 days a week. So keep it right here.
Celebrate, celebrate, Fiesta Motors.
Come and see us today and discover why our service is second to none. In business for over 17 years, we have the right car for you. When you buy a vehicle from Fiesta Motors, we do everything possible to ensure your satisfaction. Located at the corner of El Paseo and Main. See you there.
Celebrate, Fiesta Motors, where buying a car is always a celebration.
And we're back. Double talk.
I think we should test pizzas every show.
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
Hey, if you've got a pizza restaurant out there and you'd like us to sample it and mention you on the air,
Give us a call.
give us a call. We'll come down and get a pizza.
What's our
from you.
phone number? It's down there someplace.
Or email us.
Email us, LCC98. Right?
Which reminds me, Michael, we've been
many
doing the
more?
show, like I said, for over 4 years here. And if there's anybody out there
do a
who
darn good
whoever wanted
job.
to do their own TV show, you can do that right here on Channel 98.
Test the waters.
Or if you want to just come in and do a one-shot deal, you can interview your family, your uncle. You can come on and sing a song, whatever you want, for only $39.95. You can take a copy of it home, and it'll be on the air as well.
And,
so it's a special until January 3rd.
3rd. You have until January 3rd to come in here, get it done, get an idea. See if you can talk for a half hour. You can bring anybody on. We have a 3-camera setup. You can fit into our format. Bring your friend or enemy, or just some guy you find on the street, which is.
Or if you want me, or if you'd like me to interview you, it's going to cost more than $39.95. But
Costs
I'll give you a
another
good deal.
$5. But it only works for a half hour at a time. That's it. No benefits.
So
You can do that. Do your own show. It'll be fun. You'll like it.
now
You can wear different shirts.
that's until January 3rd. Now January 1st is New Year's Day, which means
Again? Wasn't
means-
it last year?
that's the day right after New Year's Eve.
And
At New Year's Eve, there's a lot of things going on around town. But
Yes.
before that, tonight, Saturday night,
at the
because this show also airs on Sunday, but Saturday night, tonight, downtown at the Las Cruces Community Theater,
One of
there's
my
a
favorites.
naughty New Year's burlesque show.
done
on
by
stage.
who? The Blush people. What is it called? Blush
Burlesque.
Burlesque.
That's tonight, Saturday night at 8 p.m.
I'm tentatively planning on seeing that.
10 o'clock.
Burlesque
10
is
o'clock.
funny.
$10 to get in at 8 o'clock.
Burlesque, if you've never seen burlesque in person, it's really worth it. It's not a nudie show. It's just
old
a
style.
fun, ridiculous show. They have music and comedy, lots of comedy.
Comedy, and although they say it's rated PG-13. So that pretty much anybody can go see
If
it.
you've had your bar or bat mitzvah, you're allowed in.
Yes. Although children, I would say it's okay, but
Why would you want to take your kids out?
Why not? Immature adults can stay home.
Immature ones.
Immature adults can stay home.
Wow, you're strict.
I am.
So you going?
I'll be there.
Okay.
I'll pass.
You'll get through.
I'll pass as a
You don't have to
mature
show,
adult.
You don't have to show your ID. It'll work.
Yeah.
What else is
So that's
going on?
going on.
Oh, you're talking about things happening on New Year's?
Well, on New Year's Day, you can go up to not Radium Street. You can go up to Truth or Consequences, and you can go to the dam there at Elephant Butte. The original
you can't
dam
say dam on TV.
that
You
was
have to
built.
say the darn.
You can say dam.
You can say dam?
And the dam that was built there in the 30s, at the time, was the largest dam in America, a concrete dam. You can you're going to let people walk out onto the dam. It's been closed since 9/11. When I was a kid, I used to drive across that dam.
9/11, 2001.
2001, wasn't it?
1 or 2?
There's a road across it, and we used to just drive across it. It's a shortcut to get to the other side, of course. But they quit letting traffic go across it
Too
after
bad.
9/11.
Because it's pretty fun. Well, you see where the water height is there?
Yeah,
It's nowhere near it.
That's back when it was a functioning dam, really.
It's lucky if it drips out the bottom. It's like...
But if you ever want to see a close-up view of the dam and actually go out and walk on it and look it down both sides of it, you can do that January 1st
probably
up there in Elephant
gorgeous
Butte.
out there.
And that's going to be from noon until 3 in the afternoon. So you've got a 3-hour window to go up there and do that. And while you're in TRC, you can have lunch and look around.
TRC is great. Bella Luca's a great restaurant to go to. Happy Belly Deli, also a good place.
I see.
You take a hot tub thing, many different places.
How about Los Arcos? Ever eaten there?
Los Arcos is pretty good. Do you like it? Because pretty much it's steak, and you don't like steak.
I haven't eaten at Los Arcos in 20 years, at least.
Is that when you gave up steak?
No, I gave up steak 30 years ago.
So what'd you eat at Los Arcos? Chicken. Actually,
Mexican
they do have
food.
good food. They have a nice bar there, too.
Yes.
And they can make most inventive drinks if you have a recipe.
And there's also another bar called the Pine Nut that I like to go to.
Oh, that's right. What's that?
Country
Sixth
Western.
Street or something? One
don't
of
know what
those
street it
side streets that goes to
It's around the backside of
Yeah.
TRC. It's
TRC to Elephant Butte, right?
a lot of wood in there, and it's a country western music. Country western bands play there at night for dancing.
And you're a country music aficionado.
Oh,
so,
you know I am.
wow. So that sounds like a fun thing to do. New Year's.
Yeah.
One New Year's we spent in TRC. It was pretty cool. TRC is a weird town. It is your town. If you're there, you're the only one walking around.
Because there's nothing else going on.
And but it's got a weird flavor of the 50s when it was built.
But you got to watch out for attack dogs.
Yes, they have vicious dogs there, but it only happened once or twice. Only in small neighborhoods.
Yeah. And they're owned by the police. But yeah.
We can talk about that for a while.
We're referencing the jogger that was mauled to death by pit bulls on the loose in
That
TRC.
was owned by a policeman.
Now, also New Year's
He
Eve.
stayed safe. Yes. What else is
We
New Year's Eve?
want our viewers out there to stay safe, so you can continue watching our show.
Why wouldn't you be safe on New Year's Eve? It's the same as any other day.
People
of
go out
the
and
years.
drink a lot.
They do.
Yeah, a lot of parties.
I don't
free
know
drinks.
much about this drinking stuff, but
Well,
New Year's is a time for it.
Let's keep it that way too, Michael.
Oh.
But if you need a ride home, you can get cheap taxi rides on Fridays, Saturdays, and holidays, which New Year's Eve qualifies for.
Yes.
And all you have to do is call Las
call?
Cruces Taxi,
Yeah.
and you can
Oh,
get
look at that.
you can get a $5 ride home up for 2 people. 1 or 2 people is $5. Up to 4 people is $10, and they'll take you home. So that's a pretty cheap ride.
As long as you live pretty
are.
close, I would think.
Doesn't matter.
Gosh, they're not going to take you back to TRC. That's for sure. Not for
Well,
$10.
no, that's extra. No, but it's got to be in the Las Cruces area, East
good
Mesa,
deal.
and that's from 5:30 in the evening until 3 in the morning.
So if
pretty
I'm
good
going to be
deal.
home for New Year's and I want to ride just around the block or something.
Just around the block?
Yeah, I could say, pick me up,
Yeah, say you
take
want
me, and they go, wait a second, that was my home.
to take you back another
That'd be
$5.
good. No,
Right.
You don't have to stop.
So you see a lot of things on a lot of shows where they talk about the best of.
Yes, this
best
is the
of
time for
this,
the what
the best
was
of
the
that.
best of
Yeah,
2013.
what was the best? Whatever.
The best all-nation healthcare bill in America for 2013 was the ACA, Affordable Care Act. That was the best Affordable Care Act
In the country?
in the country for 2013.
You know what
Hopefully next year will be better.
Well, you know what the best TV show is on Channel 98?
Yes, this one.
You're watching it
Yes.
right now.
We get the most awards of anybody. Oh, look, and you can do your own show. You can compete with us. If you're good,
It
Who
would be
knows?
hard to be much better than we are.
Yeah, it would be. You'd have to have the two of us here. What a combination. You can't find a combination like this randomly. This was a product of years of selective breeding.
Maybe if we paid more, we'd do a better show.
If we were paid more, or if we paid
if
more.
we paid to be on the show,
If we paid to be on the show, we'd do it better?
we'd do a better job.
See, so
You think so?
maybe people could prove that to us.
Nah.
There should be like weddings on the show. Is there any weddings on July 1st?
No, but
I mean January 1st?
we'd be happy to shoot your wedding for you. We do a 3-camera shoot of
By
your
shoot,
wedding.
we mean camera,
It only costs you $1,000. And I will personally give the bride away. Male or female, doesn't matter.
Yes. Oh, one of the things that happened, which you don't have on the
yeah.
list, is Utah. It's now Utah, virtually the most. I don't think there is any really more conservative state
It's
in
the most
union,
uptight state of all.
because there's Mormons there who have very strict.
Oh, what's funny about them? They like to have multiple wives, but they don't want to have any gay
any
spouses.
gay people.
That's not allowed.
You gotta yes, but so Utah and judges have been knocking down the governor's attempt at trying to restrict gay marriages, but it's going through, and city clerks are passing
Yep.
on the law.
Right, so they'll
So they're
affect
the
tourism.
18th. We're the 17th. But they made more of a stink about them because nobody thought Utah would go.
Well, and because they're making us think about it.
And, you know, once Utah goes, the rest of the country, all those southern states, Louisiana, where they don't acknowledge it,
Yeah.
Mississippi, Alabama, just that whole section. So the last one, do you think? State that'll go and have gay marriages? Texas.
Texas.
What do you think, Texas? Although they have a few liberal cores there.
Arkansas.
There's a state called Arkansas? Isn't that
Kansas?
It's a form of Kansas, right?
Missouri, I'd be surprised if Missouri went soon.
Well,
They're pretty uptight in a
they're
lot of ways.
uptight, but they have something. You never
No.
know.
No.
Okay, you're going to say best TV show of 2013. A gay marriage going on in Utah. Was that one of it?
Well, that sounds like a sitcom right there.
There is, yes.
So anyway, you know, a lot
what
of
is-
things went on this year. The Southern Pacific Rail Yard got under construction, and they're
Wait, you're going to talk about the best show of 2013. What did you say?
already
it was?
did.
What was it? I don't remember.
it's called Double Talk right here on Channel 98.
No, but on a real TV station. You
Real
know?
TV station?
Yes, one that people have real ads.
How
Well,
do
we
you
have
pick
real
one?
ads.
How do you pick one station, one show?
Well, people always pick Modern Family, which is partially about a gay marriage.
That's true. I never watched that show for some reason. It's on opposite
Because
somebody
you
else
don't
I
like
watch.
things that are good. Anyway,
I watch another good show.
so here we are, the best show of 2013. Will be even better 2014 when we learn our lines.
Oh.
We have to do that. So what else? New neighbors, East Mesa. Oh, they're building an enormous residential unit there.
Another 300 plus houses out on the East Mesa. And
Adding to
Big neighborhoods.
Sonoma Ranch, the other side of it. People say we're going to be full of small little houses. We're going to be overcrowded.
jammed in neighborhoods, kind of like Las Colinas.
We'll see. You know, a lot of people had moved here in the past, 10 years.
The past.
Slow. No, there's a big
100
rush
years.
in the last 10 years, but I think it's slowing down. We'll see what happens. So we'll need new jobs. The Pacific Railroad Yard is going to be up and running in Santa Teresa.
Ahead of schedule?
Yes,
Next
so
year?
there will be jobs there. Every little bit really counts.
Well, there's jobs there now building it. There'll be less jobs once it's open.
Well, they're going to need people to run the computers that change everything.
Well, a lot of businesses are going to crop up around it to support all the shipping that's coming in and out of there.
Yeah, there's going to be warehouses. There'll be maquiladoras.
Which means there'll be also restaurants and support things.
And once the minimum wage is raised, all those jobs about people who are giving us pizza and giving us McDonald's, because you eat McDonald's all the time. Irish stuff. So we're going to see that next year. Next year is going to be a great year.
If you haven't got signed up for the Affordable Care Act yet,
Do
sure
it.
you do that.
You can still probably do it.
And until then, we'll
Keep
see you
doing
next
it.
year right here on Double Talk. Let me have some more
Have
pizza.
a good year. We're going to need more pizza. See you.